got dumped by a married man yesterday, and damn, the compassion that I feel for his wife is real.
Whoa, wait a minute. This woman got dumped by a married man? How crazy is that? In fact, how do you get dumped by a married man? You know what? I have a better question. Why was she dumped by a married man? Because I feel like I'm missing something. Is there something going on that we should know about? Is there something going on? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, let's get back into this video and then let's actually have this discussion, because relationships are very hard to come by, especially when you're a girlfriend who gets dumped by a husband, meaning a man who already has a wife. Women are definitely willing to share. So let's get into this. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand and I am the coolest dude on the planet. Confidence and clarity is the name of the channel. So here we go.
Got dumped by a married man yesterday, and damn, the compassion that I feel for his wife is real. So they're in an E&M relationship, and right now I prefer to date either people who are in relationships or open, because I do not have any interest in being in a committed relationship for a while.
Do you think that when you're ready to settle down that there's always going to be a lot of supply on the shelves? And it's not. Like at this age, a lot of the good guys are married or taken because they're good guys. And I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine the other day, and I'm like, well, your best bet now is maybe someone that a good man that maybe is coming out of a marriage, getting a divorce. So, you know.
And we really vibed. We really connected. I haven't connected with someone like this in a very long time. Like, I was very excited to see him again. And she had a really hard time with how excited he was to see me again, too. And you know what? I fucking get it. I've been there. And it was really interesting to be on this end of this whole dynamic, because I've been in her position a few times. I've never been in this position. And I remember that being in that position, it's like this complete nervous system overhaul. Like your entire body is screaming, danger, danger, danger. This person is danger. She's going to come into my life and ruin everything and take my partner away from me. And it's just this gut-wrenching fear. So when he told me the situation, I just was like, I get it. I get it. And the reality is, being in an open relationship, it's a risk. It's scary. People develop.
So we just figured out what type of relationship this husband had, and then we also found out who is actually insecure when it comes to these types of relationships. We also just heard why she got dumped. But let's see if she has anything more to say, because I have a bonus clip from J-Lo, so we get to see both sides and how this actually affects you as a man or me as a man. But let's continue.
Feelings. And so, yeah, this is just part of the journey. And I'm so humbled to be in this position and just to say, I understand what she's going through. If there's anything that I can do to make her feel safe, I'm open for that. But at the end of the day, she cannot combat what her body is telling her. And I completely get it. So that's all, folks.
How great would a relationship be if you didn't have any relationship expectations or relationship standards? How amazing would a relationship be if it was just sex? That's what she's dealing with. That's what she's talking about. All she was dealing with was sex. Now, fellas, I need y'all to see this next clip, because this next clip is going to explain the other side of what she's talking about. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, and this is J-Lo. So
that women multiply whatever you give them, right? Like you give us a bag of groceries, we give you a 5-course meal. You give us a house, we give you a home. You give us a little something, maybe we give you a baby 9 months later. We multiply. But if you give us any grief, we'll give you 1,000 fucking headaches. That's true too. Hey, am I right? Because we do so much for you. We do so much. We dote over you, we do all the things for you. And all we want is that little bit of sugar in return. That's it. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? What? You think that you do a lot too? Yes, you do. Guys do a lot. I'm not trying to take that away from you. You do so much. But we do so much more. We do all the things. That women multiply whatever you give them, right? Like you give us a bag of groceries, we give you a 5-course meal. You give us a house, we give you a home. You give us a little some baby, we give you a baby 9 months later.
That part right there. The headaches. Oh my gosh. The one thing that J-Lo told the truth about was giving you 1,000 headaches. You make a mistake, you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing, you don't consider her feelings, she's on her period. If she had children and it's postpartum, guess what? You're going to get 1,000,000 headaches. Now, here's the funny thing about the headaches. Most men are actually willing to deal with the headaches. It's always a matter of loyalty. The reason I put this clip in here is because J-Lo has been divorced 4 times. That means she's destroyed at least 4 men. And I'm saying it that way because I want you guys to understand that whether she left the man or whether the man was just sick of her, that man is now a completely different man because he thought that he was getting the beautiful J-Lo, who's almost 60 years old, who's had 4 divorces, who's telling you that she's going to multiply whatever you give her. Then you find out that what she's actually doing is decorating or dividing or divvying up, right? Like she's not actually multiplying, right? She's actually doing everything but multiplying. I mean, think about it. If you give somebody one house, right, and they turn it to a home, all they did was decorate it. In order to multiply, that means you turn that one house into 3 houses or 2 houses. If you bring groceries home, that means there's even more groceries. So I get it. If we're talking about teamwork, that's one thing. But then she said that that women are doing more than men, and I just don't see it that way, especially with everything she said. Think about it. What's more expensive, cooking the meal or buying the groceries? What's more expensive, buying the home? And if we're talking about J-Lo, we're talking about a mansion, okay? So if you bought a mansion and she decorated the mansion, did she cost you money or did you make money on the house? Like which way did it go? Now, this being said, I just wanted you guys to see the opposite side, because you got the woman who's giving you headaches versus the woman that is bringing you what you want, and that's sex. Now, most men would definitely sign up for a girlfriend, right? A girlfriend where there is no no relationship expectations, no relationship standards. You just get to bring her over and pound her out. Most men would sign up for that. Most men would also be excited to see that woman because he knows that he doesn't have to put in the same amount of work, the same amount of energy, the same amount of effort into the girlfriend, because she knows why she's over there, like he knows why she's over there. So excitement is going to go through the roof because the other woman that you're doing everything for is giving you headaches. So Bertrand, why did she get dumped? I got you. The reason why she was dumped was because the wife realized that she doesn't have the golden box, meaning the wife doesn't have the golden box. In fact, what she probably has or has realized is she has a box that is bronze. Now, why was she sad? Why was the girlfriend actually sad? Because and there was no relationship expectations. There was no relationship standards. Those things actually make a relationship hard, because this is where confusion comes in. Or you're supposed to do this and I'm gonna do that. Now, fellas, the reason why I encourage you to make money is because I want you to have the power to be able to live life the way you want to. I want you to be able to design your life the way that you see fit. I want you to think about this, right? If you don't have money, then you're kind of just taking whatever deal that you can get. Now, you still may be looking for a good deal or a fair deal or a bargain of a deal, but when you have money, you have the leverage. Now, I am not telling you by any means that the woman is going to be loyal, especially if you're in an open relationship. I'm not saying that the woman is going to be loyal, but what I am saying is that you get to choose the life that you want to live. There's a lot of women out here who say that they actually want a relationship, but they do everything but what would keep a relationship going. They're doing everything to destroy a relationship. The way they dress, the way they post on social media, the way they talk on social media. They're showing you that they're not that interested in the commitment. They're interested in the things that come with the commitment. Whereas men, we're thinking, okay, if we commit to this woman, she's going to be loyal. Now, I know there are some men who are not loyal to the women either, but this is just kind of what's going on in dating. So the reason why I put this video together the way that I put it together is because I want you to see the type of life you can live versus the life that you may have to settle for living. Meaning you could have the wife and the girlfriend, or you can have girlfriends, but it's usually going to take either some good D or some money. And in most cases, I'm going to just let you guys know it's going to be money. A lot of women will do things or compromise their own values for money. So I'm not saying fall in love with the money. I'm saying utilize the money, right? Because once you put your time, energy, and effort into making the money, I think you should enjoy life. But maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. What do you think? I want to thank you for watching this video, and I want to encourage you to remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more confidence and clarity. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.